Okay. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Yes. So let us continue with the contemplation of Bhagavad Gita Purna Yoga of Sri Prabhuji's talks. We are in the last chapter, which is Moksha Sanyasa Yoga, and we have discussed some portions of it as well. So we'll continue with the contemplation of the rest of the talk. So we will start with Lakshmi ji.
Okay. Hari Om. I will be continuing the contemplation from Shloka 18.7 to 18.10. That is regarding three types of sannyasa, sannyasi or tyagi. Three types of renunciation. Okay. So here renunciation, as already Pratibha had explained very clearly, sannyasi means he will be only in shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana, and the one who will be having the clarity. That means after attaining the clarity and purity of the heart. So the one will be sannyasi and will be continuously doing shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana, and then it is jnana completely from that side. But whereas that gruhastha, when gruhastha is going for the sannyasatva or before that, so he will be working for the purity of heart and then clarity of the intellect, and then simultaneously only he can devote here. Sannyasi can devote so much of time, complete time for shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana, whereas apart from doing his nitya karma and taking care of the family, etc., other things, so he will be doing a portion of the time available to him towards shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana to attain the next, to go to that next level. But his actions will be there. So this is sannyasi and gruhastha, that difference was there. So now, what are the three types of renunciation? There are three types of renunciation, they say. That is, one is sattvic, rajasic, tamas. And ಈ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ರಜಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ತಮೋಗುಣ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಒಂದು ಮೂರರಲ್ಲಿ, in these three things you can bring out so many things in the, not only guna, not only the character, many things can be brought under these three fields. So here also for the renunciation also, that sattvika, here the example is taken for a gruhastha only. What I am telling about the renunciation by the gruhastha, how it will be and what it will be. So meanwhile, I will be taking these three shlokas wherein it has been explained about sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. नियतस्य तु सन्न्यासः कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहात् तस्य परित्यागः तामसः परिकीर्तितः दुःखमित्येव यत्कर्म कायक्लेशभयात् त्यजेत् सकृत्वा राजसन्त्यागं नैव त्यागफलं लभेत् कार्यमित्येव यत्कर्म नियतं क्रियते अर्जुन संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव Satyagah satviko mataha Nyadveshtya kushalam karma kushalena anushajjate Tyagi sattva samavishtaha medhavi chinna samshayaha. So Guruji has taken these four shlokas to explain about the sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. So let us take first the sattvic, how that sattvic will be having doing that how that renunciation will be. So he will sattvic person will not go away from nitya karma. So what is exactly nitya karma means? Nitya karma means not doing the regular regular course. No, it is not that. Nitya karma means here some places it is applicable nitya karma daily course. Okay, but here in this particular aspect context, panchayatna, dana, tapas, and living dharmic life. These are the nitya karma. So the person who is doing all these things, it should be on a regular basis, and a normal one, he is doing this. But whereas when he is doing all these things, he will not be worried about the results, whatever maybe he is doing. Okay, but he will be doing this panchayatna, dharmic level, living dharmic life, and then dana, tapas, so many things he'll be doing, but it all through nishkama karma it will be. He is not getting attached to the results. Okay, this is satvika renunciation. And then rajasic renunciation, he will not do any nitya karma, at least not on a regular way. And, sometimes, okay, when I feel like doing, okay, chalo, karte hain, aise. And then no yajna, no dana, no tapas. It may be, may not be. And then and in sattvic, that shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana, he will be continuously doing along with his nitya karma. He will be doing in sattvic. Whereas in rajasic and tamasic, no shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana. In tamasic, forget everything. He will not do anything at all. And in rajasic, at least he will say, even if he is aware of that or so, okay, then he will say, no, 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 I'm not having time. I will get strained. I will be completely tired out of all these things. Who will do this? Like that, it comes for rajasic. He will do for his own benefits and other things, but he will not be doing in a dharmic way. And this tamasic person, he is completely ignorant of to do all these things. He doesn't know at all. No shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana, no dana, tapas, nothing. It is purely out of ignorance. He will not do it. This is tamasic character. So in this Krishna, he says, and the example, he gives the definition of tyagi. So how the definition is taken up by Krishna, it's very beautiful. He says, he will be having Atma Jnana, and he will have no doubts about whatsoever thing. Because he would have cleared, by doing shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana, he would have cleared all the doubts. And then he will have Atma Jnana, and he will continue to do the action. He will be continuously doing the action, just not worried about whatever is the outcome. It's not that not getting attached to the result. That is the second stage. Not even getting attached to the action. Action, I have to do it, I will do it. That's all. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಕರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಘವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸದಿರುವುದು, ಕರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಸಂಘವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸದಿರುವುದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ he will say that see, ಕರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಘವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸದೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನು ದ್ವೇಷಿಸದೆ. So here he says that, so whatever action he does, so many results, result is ought to come, some result, whether it is a good result or a bad result, it has to come. So but when the good results come, he will not get excited or anything, and then when bad results come, oh, he'll completely get depressed. No. And then there will be mixed results also. No, he will not worry about all those things. Yes, I have done my duty, but this is what I had got. Okay, fine. So that nirliptatana, that is there with that will be there in him. So when that stage comes, when you are not expecting, when you are not getting attached to the results, whatever it comes, that time he is called Tyagi. That sannyasi, not only sannyasi, he is also called as Tyagi. So that is what Krishna had explained in all these 4 shlokas. And Guruji has given a very beautiful explanation. See, wherever, karma yogi, both are same. Whether it is Tyaga or Sanyasa. Guruji says it is both are same. And when who does karma yogi, who does yoga, yajna, tapassu, dana, and dharmic life, renounce the fruit of action. He will not worry about favorable, unfavorable, mixed results. So this is a very, just in 4 shlokas, Krishna has told very beautifully about the renunciation, types of renunciation, and who is Tyagi. Thank you.
So any questions for Lakshmi ji, anyone? Prashne ilva yarduno? Iga all Gruhasthas have to do all the Panchana Yagnas every day andre. Is it practically possible? I mean, it's a self-check. Are we doing that, all of us? Self-check. Each of us do that.
Not possible. Not possible.
Yeah. Although, what I understand is, this Panchayajna means in your lifetime, whenever possible, and you will be aware of it. So Panchayajna means always 24 hours you go do yajna, you go do Bhuta Yajna, all the Panchayajna, all the 5 you have to do, every day you have to do. No, it is not. Wherever the necessity has arisen and where your part is required, that time, yes, we have to do it. Where your part is, your role is required, and it is necessary that you have to participate. Thus, you can. Of course, everybody cannot go voluntarily go to all 100 ashrams and go and participate, give this one. No, whenever it is possible, and of course, now present scenario within your limitation, we cannot. Again, ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರು ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ದಾನ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೋ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು. So the same applies for dana. Tapas, of course, tapas is internal. That tapas is internal, whatever you are doing. That you can also call this shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana also as tapas, as per my
that's jnana yagna, no? Anyway.
So that is there. And the living dharmic way of life, whatever you have to earn for your living, and you have to take care of your family, there should not be any wrongdoing in that. So that, I think, that part, yes, we have to do regularly, and we are doing that. All of us, as you said, self-check. Yes, dharmic life, living a dharmic life, yes, we are. Of course, this Panchayajna and Dana, it again depends upon our this one. Of course, Jnana Yajna is going on with the grace of Sadguru.
So practical agi enen ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ we should do ಅಂತನಾ?
ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ?
What do you think, people? Any other inputs regarding this?
ಏನೇನಾಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಶುಚಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಭಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಗಂಡಸರಾದ್ರೆ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ವಂದನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ತರ್ಪಣ ಬಿಡೋದು, ಆತರ ಯಾವ್ದೋ 1-2 ದಿವಸಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆತರ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಹುದು.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಯಜ್ಞ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪಂಚಯಜ್ಞಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಐ ನೋ ಫಾರ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಜಯಶ್ರೀ's husband is totally into service, social service. ಭೂತ ಯಜ್ಞ, ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಯಜ್ಞ ಧಾರಾಳವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ ಜಯಶ್ರೀ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. ಆ ತರ. I think it's just, whatever suits you best, you do that.
Yeah, whatever suits our lifestyle.
It makes more sense. And one more thing is this Jivan Mukta has to do everything all the time. What is the scenario for a Jivan Mukta? Can he drop all these activities, he or she?
No, he need not drop all the activities. He can continue to do, because Guruji ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವನು ದೇಹ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಇರೋ ತನಕ ನಾನ್ ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅರಿವಿದ್ರು ಆ ಭಗವಂತ ದೇಹ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ತನಕ ಆ ದೇಹನ ಪರೋಪಕಾರಾರ್ಥಂ ಇದಂ ಶರೀರಂ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಇರೋ ತನಕ ಆ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ಮಾನುಸಾರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೇನು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಇದಿಲ್ಲ. ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತರಾದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದರಿಂದ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಂತೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಆಯ್ತು
ಮಾಡ್ದೇನು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಕೆಲವರು. ನಮ್ ಗುರುಜಿ ಬಿಡು, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಬೇರೆ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಬೇರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಒಂದು 1000 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋಷ್ಟು ಒಬ್ರೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. But there are examples of other enlightened masters who just quietly, they live their own lives without really getting into Loka Kalyana and all that.
ಅದು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದು, ಅದು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳೋದು ಅದು ಪೂರ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ತೀರ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂಥರ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳೋ ತರ ಬರೀ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ
ಗೃಹಸ್ಥರೇ ಇರ್ಲಿ, mostly you find this in Zen stories. Zen stories. What were you doing before enlightenment? I was chopping wood and carrying water. What are you doing after enlightenment? I'm chopping wood and carrying water. Just the quality of how I do things has changed. ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಫಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಲ್ದಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ತಂದು ಹಚ್ಕೊಳಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಪಾಡಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವಿತ್ ಲೈಫ್.
Maybe they're doing it with an understanding of non-doership.
That's what. After enlightenment, it's all about non-doership.
ಸಂಸಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂಟಿ ಅಂಟದ ಹಾಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಧರ್ಮವ್ಯಾದನ್ ಕತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಗೃಹಿಣಿ ಮತ್ತೆ
ಋಷಿ ಹೆಸರೇನು
ಕಶ್ಯಪನ ಕೌಶಿಕನ ಯಾರೋ
ಕೌಶಿಕನೇ.
Externally, they were nothing extraordinary about either that Gruhini or that Dharma Vyada.
Correct.
ಕಸಾಯಿ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಅವನು, ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಅವ್ರ ತೆಪ್ಪಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಜಿಯವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ, ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಪರಂಪರೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮನೋ ಮೋಕ್ಷಾರ್ಥ ಜಗತ್ತಿತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಸೇವಾ ಹೇಳೋದು? ವೈ ದ ಸೇವಾ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಚಿತ್ತ ಶುದ್ಧಿ. Probably one who is already has a pure chitta shuddhi already, that person can drop all this. But we are still works in progress. So we need to do everything.
Okay.
All right. Yarappa next. Who will go next?
So you mean to say that nam kaiyalli eshtaguttೋ ashtu maadi antana? That's what you mean to say? At the end, this is the end result like this, right?
ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನೀನ್ ನಮ್ಗ ಆಗೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗೋದು. Isn't it? At the end of the day, that's what it is, no Pratibha. Whatever we feel we can do, only we will do. Extra, I don't know.
For example, ivaga bhuta yagna. Actually, ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this pancha yagna was very easy in the earlier times. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರೊಂದ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರೋರು, ಇಡೀ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಜೊತೆನಲ್ಲಿರೋರು, ದೊಡ್ಡವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇವೆ ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ದೊಡ್ಡವರು ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು.
ಪಿತೃಯಜ್ಞ ಯು ಮೀನ್, ನೋ? ಆರ್ ಯು ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್
ಪಿತೃಯಜ್ಞ? ಯಾ, ಓಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಹಬ್ಬ ಅದು ಇದು ಬಂದ್ರೂನು ಯಾರನ್ನಾದ್ರೂ ಕರೆದು ಊಟಕ್ಕಿಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಜ್ಞಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ದಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ತರ, ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ಎನಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್, ನನಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ನಾನ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ನಾಟಕ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರು, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಾವು ಅದಿಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಏನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಜಾಗ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹರಿಕತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡೆಯೋದು. ಹೌದು.
ಎಂತ ಹರಿಕತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಟಕಗಳು ನಡೆಯೋದು ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಜ್ಞಾನಯಜ್ಞ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಪಿತೃಯಜ್ಞ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಮನೇಲಿರೋರ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರು. ಹೌದು.
ಭೂತಯಜ್ಞ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಭೂತಯಜ್ಞ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯಜ್ಞ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ತಂದೆ ನಮ್ ತಾಯಿಯವ್ರ ತಂದೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್. ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ದಾರಿ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಆ ದಾರಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಕಲ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋರಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗ್ದು ಸೈಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಗುಡ್ಡೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಲೈಕ್ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಹೀಪ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ವೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇವ್ರಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋರು. ದಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ತೆಗ್ದು ಕಲ್ ತೆಗ್ದು ಇದು ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಹೀಪ್. ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಹೀಪ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇರೋವು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಮುಳ್ಳಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಸ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಆನ್ ದ ವೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಒಂದು ಕರಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿದ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ತಿಪ್ಪೆಕೊಂಡಿನೋ ಒಂದ್ ಈ ತರ ಆತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಕೋರು. ಇದು ಇವ್ರೊಬ್ರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ. ಅಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಇದೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ದಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಅವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಈ ತರ ಬೈಕ್ ಆತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಅವಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೋ ಆ ಗಾಡಿ ಅದು ವೀಲ್ ಆತರ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕಲ್ಲು ಇಂದ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗುನು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಯು ನೆವರ್ ನೋ ಈ ದಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ಸು, ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರ, ಮಕ್ಳು ಬೇಬೀಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರ, ಇನ್ನ ಎತ್ತಾಕಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಅದು. ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ when I heard it when I was very younger. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗೋದ್ ಬಿಟ್ವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಅದು that was the level of awareness they used to have in every time, every action of theirs. If I'm walking, they used to have that awareness.
Yeah.
ದೈವಯಜ್ಞ ಅಂತಾನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಡೆ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಜನೆ, ವಾರಕ್ಕೊಂದಿನ ಅಥವಾ ವಾರಕ್ಕೆ 2 ದಿನ ಭಜನೆಗಳು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಒಂದು
ಇವಾಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್
ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ
ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದ್ ಪೂಜೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಂತದೋ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ತಿಥಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಟೋಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನೇ
ಭಜನೆಗಳು
ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ನನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಏನ್ ಇವಾಗ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ
ನಮ್ಮ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ
as a mother to teach my children, as an elder in the family, as an elder to the society. ಏನಿರ್ಬೋದು ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಅಂತ.
ಅದೇ ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಯಜ್ಞಾನೇ ಇವಾಗ ಸದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಲಾಗಿದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಷ್ಟೇ.
I'll just come back.
So what is your point, Pratibha? What am I supposed to do ಅಂತ
ನನಗೂ ಅದೇ I just wanted to know. but ಗುರುಜಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡುದು. ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದ್ ಜನ ನಮ್ದು ಐಲೀಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದರಿಂದಾನೇ ಬಂದಿರೋದು.
ಹೌದು.
I'm so happy to share this is important ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ನಮ್ಮ ಐಲೀಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು 20 ಸರ್ಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರೋದು.
Guruji has created that for that purpose only. ನಮಗೂ ಒಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಸೇವಾ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ.
ನಮ್ಗದು ಸೇವಾ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನು ನ್ಯೂ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾಲೋ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ನಾವೇ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. This is what this importance I wanted to tell.
Yes, madam, correct. See, now all the other yagnas, like you said, namge opportunities kadme in urban environment alli. It's difficult to do all these bhuta yagna and all that. But at our level, what can we do? We can be
we can reduce our plastics. We can
be conscious about
environmental pollutions ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರಿಸಮ್ ತರ ತಗೊಂಡೆಲ್ಲ ಇರೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ
reduce
ಈ ತರದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
Yeah, it's a different dimension it has taken now. How we should contribute to the environment.
That's a different dimension.
Yeah,
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಭೂತ
Yes.
ಯಜ್ಞ will not stop. Whether I am in a nuclear
Can't-
family in this one or in the Mars, Bhuta
It
Yajna is same.
can't stop. And I've seen so many auto rickshaw drivers and cabby drivers who say for pregnant women free ride. So people do, in their capacity, whatever they can do, they keep doing. That's all. Shaila madam, are you ready with your presentation?
Hari Om, madam. Next topic comes the path of the knowledge, that is Jnana Yoga. Shall I chant this one, shlokas?
Please chant, that will be so nice. Madi.
Panchaitani Mahabaho, Karanani Nibodame, Sankhye Krutante Proktani, Siddhaye Sarva Karmanan, Adishtanan Tata Karta, Karanancha Pratadvidam, Vividhascha Pratakscheshta, Devan Chaivatra Panchamam, Sharira Vagmanobhiryan, Karma Bharabate Naraha, Nyayam Va Viparitam Va, Panchaite Tasya Hetavaha, Tatraivam Sati Kartaram, Atmanam Kevalam Tuyaha, Pashyaityakruta Buddhitvan Nasa, Pashyati Durmatihi, Yasya Naham Kruto Bhavo, Buddhiryasya na lityate, Hatva Pisa Imam Lokan, Hantinani Badyate. This is from 18.13 to 18.17 shloka. It covers the Jnana Yoga. So whole of Bhagavad Gita, Guruji has explained like Brahma Vidya and Yoga Shastra. Only two things, like it gives Jnana and do Karma. So self-realization, Atmana Moksha and Jagadhitaya cha. So to do any actions, there are 5 factors for self-realization, Atma and for Anatma Viveka. So these 5 factors are like, we know already Pancha Koshas, like Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha. According to Sri Krishna Bhagavan, only 4 koshas he explains first, to Arjuna. The Annamaya Kosha, which is the physical body, and the Pranamaya Kosha, the vital body, then Manomaya Kosha, which is mental body with the sense organs. And the 4th kosha, the Manomaya Kosha, that is ego with the Devata.
ಮನೋಮಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ?
Manomaya Kosha, ego and with Devata.
Both Manomaya and Vijnanamaya meet.
Vijnana. Yeah, Vijnanamaya Kosha also. Okay, intellectual body. Manomaya is mental body with the sense organs.
With sense organs ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು
Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha.
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ.
I'm not getting actually.
Manomaya means the mind which takes inputs from the sense organs. Is that right? That's
Yes,
how
yes.
it should be like that.
So Guruji gives an example, like if anybody is eating a fruit, so he will take from his hand and have it. So it tells that like he is fulfilled and happy. Who is fulfilled? Who is doing this? Like whether it's the hand, the physical body. So somebody knows there. The knower is there. Doer and the enjoyer. 3 aspects are there in this. So who knows this is the knower. So knower says that I ate the banana. In the form of the ego, like when it identifies with the body, so it tells that I ate the banana. But the action is done through the physical body through the hands. So in this body, when I claim that I have done this, who is doing this? From the pure consciousness, this is happening. So I don't know, like if I am doing, this hand is working. If this hand is working, what energy to be flown through this hand and the blood flow and the action to be taken, all is done through the consciousness. So all these, whatever four koshas been mentioned, like physically, mentally, emotionally, and intellectually, all this will be in the waking state. When this goes to the deep sleep state, there Anandamaya Kosha comes. So this knower, Anandamaya Kosha, through this only all these four states are occupied. So this is the example given. So like another example giving is like water. Water are different forms like droplets, vapor, and the waves. All are water only.
Anandamaya Kosha, what was that? There is no. Can you explain more? What has Prabhuji explained about that? Anandamaya is causal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Just a minute. I left that now. Yeah. Anandamaya Kosha is like a causal body. Like physical body, you will know all these traits like Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, and all.
They are physical.
When it goes to the deep sleep state, in the causal body, from the causal body, Anandamaya Kosha is there.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ.
I left that. Yeah, I left that point.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಮನೋಮಯ and ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಮಯ, they are physical bodies or what?
No, when the action is done, yeah, physically the action is done through the prana shakti. Then it goes to the sleep next state.
I think only the Annamaya is the physical body. Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, Manomaya, they are Sukshma Sharira. Alvama? Aren't they the subtle body? So, at the death of the physical body is left behind, but the Sukshma Sharira continues. That Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Prana, of course. Prana is the one which carries the Sukshma Sharira to another body. Alva? I just ellanu physical body anbitralla. So I'm just trying to say, no, that's a Sukshma Sharira, gross body, physical body. Anta helde ashte. And causal body. Anandamaya is causal body, Karana Sharira. Which everything is in the seed state. Okay.
It is prana which carries it, is it, Purnima?
Yes. See, there are 5 pranas, alva, pancha pranas. Mukhya prana, that's the regular, which is the
Mukhya prana is the one which goes with the body. Breath lotogutadu.
Mukhya prana ne first enter agodu. Avagle the child when it hits the
child is born. I thought Mukhya prana is the last to leave from the body when we die. No.
It's also there. Mukhya prana, apana is there. Apana takes the excretory and all the elimination processes. This morning also Guruji was saying.
Yeah.
And then there is
Dhyana. You were saying in one of your lectures, Dhyana is the one which is active till the end. The upper
Dhyana is full, takes care of circulation. Yeah. And Samana takes care of the
digestive
digestion. And there is Udana. Udana takes care of all the upper like faculty of thinking, the brain, activity of the brain. Kadme adre udanavayu kadme agide anta artha. It's not functioning properly anta artha. And then the last one to leave is the Udana.
Udana. I meant Udana.
So the Udana Vayu is the one which carries the Sukshma, the Jiva into transmigration ಮಾಡೋದು ಉದಾನ ವಾಯು ಅಂತ.
So prana and vayu are synonymous words?
Vayu is in the samashti. Vayu is samashti. Ishvara is vayu. Nan ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಣ.
Okay.
Kashtili ಪ್ರಾಣ, ಸಮಷ್ಟಿಲಿ ವಾಯು ಅಲ್ವಾ? The same vayu only becomes each one's prana. Same vayu only. There is ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಣನೇ ನನ್ನೊಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ವಾಯುನೇ ಪ್ರಾಣ. ಸೂತ್ರ.
So prana is also energy, is it?
It's physical. No? I mean, you can see the air, alva. Everything is energy only. It's all, see, that's what Guruji is saying in this. I'm sorry, I have to charge the laptop. Everything is powered by the consciousness. Devata, he calls it. Everything is powered by consciousness. So if that Vayu has to go inside me and become prana, it is powered by Vayu Devata. Who is that? Who is the Vayu Devata? We consider Hanuman as the Vayu Devata. So Mukhya Prana. So every activity, it is seeing, hearing, talking, everything is powered by consciousness. For that, we have given names as the different devatas. Chakshu Devata, Karna Devata, Vayu Devata.
For Chakshu, it is Surya, he was telling today, no? For Chakshu, it is Surya.
Yeah, Chakshu, Agni, Vak is Agni. Vak
Yes,
Devata is Agni, speech. And then the Jala is for all the reproductive and excretory functions, is Jala. Varuna Deva is the So for everything, it is Devata means what? Again, it is not a person. It is the energy is given that name. Devata is that, and consciousness is given that name. It is doing that job. Anta ashte.
Deva.
Devata. That's what it is. So ultimately, what Shaila was telling us is, I am not the doer anta ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ರೂ at any point of time. That's the bottom line. Everything is being done. That's all.
By grace of God.
Coffee example kuda kottidru Guruji.
Who makes the coffee? Famous. Guruji is famous.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಐಟಮ್ದು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾನ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ನಾ ಹೇಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಯಾರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಯಾರು ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
That is in first class.
Basic adu. Adhe, see, the whole tattva is there. Over only. Actually, full Bhagavad Gita is over in chapter 2. But pade, we have to listen to that. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashitaha Pranapana Samayukta Pachanyannam Chaturvidam. ಹೇಳಿದಾನಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಅವನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. 4 ತರದ ಪ್ರಾಣಗಳು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ See, it is not prachami annam andre, it is not the physical food that is digested. Our mind, which takes in so many inputs from the senses, that also has to be assimilated. Adunu pranat kelsane. Yellanu prana kelsane madodu. Emotions have to be assimilated. Feelings have to be assimilated. All that Nina pranayamdalli enadru pranadalli enadru ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಆದ್ರೆ mental distress ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Everything is connected to Prana Devata. Everything that is inside me. That's what he's saying. Vaishvanara. He is the one who does everything inside. Krishna. Okay. Next.
So this these Panch koshas are activated by the consciousness. So this consciousness is called Devata.
Devata.
Like what is Devata means, like giving another example, lifting the hand. Who is doing this and where does this energy come? So how does the blood flow or the signals pass? So each and every, as Madam explained, each and every functioning has Devata. Indra Devata, like lifting the hand. It is individually and universally. Like individually, it is not for the individual. It was Sahasrabhuta Vishwatma. It is for the whole universe, for each and every every individual. This energy is flowing through devatas. So mind functioning also done by the devata of moon. So Chakshu devata is Surya deva. So all the functions are done by the devatas.
Yeah. That's it?
So Jnana Yoga.
Yeah, continue.
So Jnana Yoga is like a purity of the intellect, the non-doership. Like those who claim that I have done, there the karma is attached to them, karma comes. But when you surrender it to the Lord and you are free from the ego, all these karmas are unattached. Non-doership is not there. So here Krishna Bhagavan says, Naham Karta, like Harideva Karta is been told. So Krishna tells Arjuna, you do your work, you do your dharma, you fight your war. So nothing, whether for dharma, if you kill somebody also, it doesn't, that karma doesn't come to you.
Correct.
So this, like when you do the duty the dharmic way, doership doesn't come to the individual, the jiva. So this, through this physical body, it is just an instrument. Whatever has happening, so it is just used as the instrument.
Yeah. Okay.
So, okay.
Krishna's flute. We should all become, that's the Osho's famous example. We should all be like Krishna's flute, and the empty bamboo through which Krishna can play his music. So spontaneously action should happen through us. We should allow that to happen, Anta. So beautiful that metaphor is. Okay, next portion is Indra, no?
Yes, yes, Purnima.
Okay.
It is about Vyavahara.
Mm.
Vyavahara is the analysis of transaction, how we are functioning in the world. There are two levels of reality.
Can't hear you, Indra.
Can you repeat, please?
How is it okay?
Now
Yeah.
you start from the
Is it
beginning.
okay now?
Yes, start
Okay,
from
okay.
the beginning.
Okay, yeah. Vyavahara, it is the analysis of the transaction. Transaction is how we be in the worldly, how we do our worldly actions. Then there are two levels of reality. One is Atma, the other one is Brahman, and they are paramarthik reality, absolute reality. Okay, in paramarthik reality, there is no action, only silence is there. That is, Atma is non-doer. All actions are happening in the Vyavaharik level. So what is happening in the Vyavaharik level? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
Indra.
Yes, yes, please continue.
You're audible, but sometimes you become silent.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you
So
continue.
what is happening in Vyavaharik level is, example, a person is sleeping and he's dreaming as if he's gone to London. But he thinks as if he's going and he's staying there, he's enjoying and everything, but nothing has happened. He's there in the place where he's sleeping only. So similarly, in Atma level, nothing has happened. As if we are thinking, we are doing, we are moving, the world is there. That is what is happening. So when we experience something in dream, it is real. But once we come out of the dream, it is not real. Similarly, in waking stage, it is called Maya. Things are happening as if it is happening. So when it is happening as if it is happening, it is real. So when we come out of that as if, it becomes unreal. That is the paramarthic level. So in paramarthic level, there is not a doer, not an enjoyer, or not a knower. The paramarthic level. So in Vyavaharik level, there is Kartritva, Bhoktritva, and Gyantritva is there in Vyavaharik level. So in Vyavaharik level, as if that is the thing, as if it is happening. That is the Vyavaharik level. And there are 6 things are required in the Vyavaharik level. That is, one is Jnana Triputi. In that, knower, known, and knowledge is required for this. And in Karma Triputi, doer and instrument of action and action is required. In Jnana Triputi, knower is Gnata, known is Jneya, and knowledge is Gnanam. And in Karma Triputi, doer is Karta, that is ego. Instrument of action is Karanam, that is body, and action is Karma. For Karma Triputi to happen, Jnana Triputi is required. Example, what Guruji says is the sale. Suppose somewhere sale is happening. For that to go there, we need to have the knowledge. First, the knower has to be, and where it is happening, that known has to be done, and the knowledge, when it is happening, the sale is happening, that thing, knowledge has to be there. Only then the karma happens, the action can be happening. So 6 factors are required for any action to be done. But 6 factors are there in everybody, but their behaviors are different. Even though the 6 factors are same and for everyone, but the behaviors are different. So there are here, Guruji talks about the Purusharthas. There are 4 motivations for any action. We need motivations to 4 motivations. That is Dharma, Kama, Artha, and Moksha. And here about Shreyas and Prayas also is mentioned. Shreyas is something good for a long term, and Prayas is the short term good, and there'll be a long term damage. Actions based on the selfish motivation is Prayas. But Shreyas is required. That is Gnana Yoga, shravana-manana-nidhidhyasana, Karma Yoga, and our Guruji's teachings, Atmana-Mokshartham and Jagat-Hitayacha. And here Artha and Kama comes under Prayas, and Dharma and Moksha comes under Shreyas. And one more, Krishna clarifies about why there is different in motivation and action in different people. There's always a difference between the behaviors and the motivations in each of them. That is because of the 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. So everything is made up of these 3 gunas only. The quality of Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas guna is different in different people. Suppose example here is this pure gold is there. A chain can't be made with the pure gold. So there is some sort of copper, that is impurity, has to be added. Then it becomes 22 karat or 18 karat. So a person with different proportion of these 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, is responsible for different behaviors. Yeah, that's all.
Very clear, very nice.
Yeah.
And
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಂದಿದೆ, ಇವತ್ ಮಾಡೋಣವಾ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ? 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಈಗ.
ನಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾವು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಲೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ.
ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣವಾ? ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ.
ಅದೇ, ಎನಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂದ್ರ ಅಂತ. ಆರ್ ಯು ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್? ಜಯಶ್ರೀ, ನೀವ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವಾಗ?
ಇದೇ ಗುಣಗಳು ಇದೆ. In all, there are so many varieties of people in this world. How does sattvic people react for gnana action? ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ?
Let's clear that.
Same lines.
Should have that.
So there,
we should have that.
People see, he sees myself in all, that is one in all, and it is out of pure love he sees everybody. Sarvam Kaluvidam Brahma anbittu compassion inda ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. He sees unity in diversity. Whereas Rajasic people, he thinks he is different, she is different. Always he sees the difference, and he is identifying with the body all the time. And Tamasic people, they are always body conscious. He thinks self is Atma. Coming to action in Sattvic people, they do all actions dharmically, very simply, properly, without attachment and without expectations, and completely they do the job. They complete the job. Like a doctor doing surgery, say he does 100 surgeries a day, 80% are successful, 20% of the people die. He is not bogged down by the death or uplifted by the ones who survive. He does his duty completely. Kartavya purti ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. There is no doership. And whereas the rajasic people say, how can I exploit this person? What will I get out of this? He's result oriented. I want good results. Otherwise, he won't even take up the job. He feels bad when there is bad result. And tamasic people do a lot of mindless action. He doesn't care whether it's a good job or a bad job. He doesn't care for consequences at all. And doership, persistent work in sattvic people, they complete it with joy, bubbling with a lot of enthusiasm, energy, and they keep saying it's all grace of God. Through that I've been able to do it. Like gives the example of Buddha, who did tapas for 40 years and taught vipassana for 40 and odd years, and Shankaracharya in those days walked from Kanyakumari to Kedarnath. How did he go without even stopping? There was no, I mean, without taking any rest, without any complaints. They were all very sattvic people. There are these rajasic people are very greedy and they create headache for everybody. They are depressed. They stop in halfway. There's no progress. There is no consistency in their work at all. They keep postponing also. Even tamasic people, there's no discipline in their job and they procrastinate a lot. And if there is any difficulty, it seems rajasic people run away and they're attached to result. And intellect. The sattvic people's intellect is very, very sharp. And they do any work with viveka and vairagya. They consider whether it is dharmika, dharma, adharma, nitya, anitya. Is it samsaradal sikhakotina, liberationa? They work with clear clarity all the time. These rajasic people are very, very confused. They're not clear about their job. And whereas tamasic people have wrong understanding of the whole thing, they're not bothered about right, wrong, or anything. And coming to willpower, Sattvic people, he's very, very focused in his work. He has no fear, and he works with the motto Atmano Mokshartam Jagathitaya. Continuously they work. And willpower comes from clarity of intellect and purity of the heart. That's where the willpower is. It comes from that. And whereas rajasic people, their willpower comes from fear and desire. They focus on artha and kama. Whereas sattvic people were this one on moksha and gnana. They'll think, if I do this, will I get this punya? If I do this, will I get that this one? So they look out for with expectations. That is, they do the work. Tamasic people are restless. They're greedy. They have fear. They're lazy. They sleep half the time, like Ramana's brother. Happiness. Happiness is Shreyas. According to Shreyas, sattvic people follow Shreyas logo. They work for long hours. They want to get liberation. Whereas rajasic people are prayers. They go for shortened, good in the beginning and painful in the end. And they have more work through the sense organs. And this tamasic people, they are very deluded. They don't know both Shreyas and Preyas. They don't know the long-term good or good-term good. Every work is negligent, and they are very different. See this in this Vyavaharik Gnana of people. He says there are 27 into 4 types of people. As Indiraji said, 3 trikutis, 3 Gnana trikutis, 3 karma trikutis, into 4 types of by dharma, artha, kama, moksha into 4. And all this There are lots of ways people are made. So you try to understand and accept each one of them as they are, because it all depends on their swabhava in being a human being, because their combinations are very different. They may be little sattvic and half rajasic and less tamasic. So the types are very, very different. So their personalities will be very different. So if the nature of the fire is to burn, the nature of a dog is to bite, nature of some people is to talk too much. So understand that and leave them. Why can't he be like that? Why can't he be like this? Don't complain. They're like that. Ta 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 ta. He says the ta ta ta. That is it. That ta ta ta. That's it. So the proportion of everything, genes, everything is different. So accept as they are. That is it. That's it.
ಆದರೆ
ಹ್ಮ್
ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಪಾಪ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಸ್ರೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ದಂಚ್ತಾ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ ಹಮಾಸ್ ಅವರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? ತಾತ ಹೌ ಟು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್? ಕೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ?
ಕೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
ಹ್ಮ್
ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಅದೇ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡದೆ ಬಳೆ ತಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ಅದೇನೋ ಹೌದು ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಅದು ಅಂತ
ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಧರ್ಮ ಯುದ್ಧ. ಈಗ ಧರ್ಮ ಅವ್ರು ಇವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಧರ್ಮವೋ ಅಧರ್ಮವೋ ಬೇರೆ. ನಮ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ನಾನ್ ಡಿಫೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದು ತಪ್ಪೋ ಸರಿನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು.
ಧರ್ಮದೇಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು.
ಸಮ
ದಾನ ದಂಡ ಭೇದ 4 ವಿಧ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೋ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೋ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಂಗೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಕಾಮ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಫುಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ವೇ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್.
ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಭೇದ ದಂಡ.
ಆಲ್ಸೋ ತತತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, he will not ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸರಿ ಈ ಧರ್ಮ ಇದ ಅಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತ. ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ ತರದ್ ಹೇಟ್ರೆಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಅದೇ ತತತ
ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ ಹೊರತು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲಿ he has no hatred towards ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ or hatred towards any of the offenders, Sheshupal or whatever. ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. It is that karma is in action ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Cause and effect will come into action in his presence.
ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರೋದು ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ್ವೇಷ ದ್ವೇಷ ದ್ವೇಷ, ಬರೀ
ದ್ವೇಷ. ಅವರು ಅದು ಅಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವೇಷ.
ಅದೇ ಅಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವೇಷದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರೋಕೆ ತಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ. ರಾದರ್ ಹೊರಗ್ ಬರೋಕೆ ತಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಪಾಪ ಇವರು ರಿಟಾಲಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರ್ಗು ದ್ವೇಷದಿಂದಲೇ ಪಾಪ ಕೋಪ ದ್ವೇಷ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂದೇ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು.
ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಜರ್ನಿ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್.
ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಮುಗಿಯತ್ತಾ ಇವತ್ತು?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ, ಪ್ರತಿಬಂಧ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ
ಸ್ವಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತಿತ್ತು.
ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಇವ ಏನಿದೆ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾದು ನೋಡ್ಬೋಣ.
ಸ್ವಧರ್ಮ
ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ಮಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಏನೋ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಅದೇ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ಗೆ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ಮಯೋಗ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಆಫ್ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಯೋಗ ಒಬ್ರದಾಗ ಸುಬ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋ.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ವೀಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್.
2 ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಯತ್ತೆ.
ಹೌದು.
Yeah, we'll finish in 2 weeks and then we'll take a break because you are going for vipassana and
madam next
ನವೆಂಬರ್
ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ ಅವ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಳೆ ಮಂಡೇ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂಡೇ ಆಯುಧ ಪೂಜೆ ಅದು ಇದೆ ಅವತ್ತು.
ಅಸತೋಮ ಸದ್ಗಮಯ ತಮಸೋಮ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರ್ಗಮಯ ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮ ಅಮೃತಂ ಗಮಯ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ, ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಲೋಕ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು, ಲೋಕ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್.